Shout out to me who always procrastinates for an hour before doing this every single day. Okay, it wasn't an hour, but like an hour of just going on my phone going, no, no, oh, what if I'm hungry? Oh, what if I gotta do this? Oh, need this. Okay, like later, yeah, shout out to me for doing that for forever. So, yeah, anyways, so what happened here is, that's really, why is my hair so tall? Okay. Anyways, so what happened is I'm tired. 1 second. Trying to brighten up my screen with the file window. Anyways, day 2, 3, 4. Okay, good number. 2, 3, 4. Yeah. It rained earlier, so the slugs are out again. So in our back door, there's another slug. There's always, after it rains, a slug, but he's big. He was huge. So that's fun. What else? Fireworks from yesterday. So much fireworks. I'm very surprised. Usually we hear like boop, 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 boop. Okay, we're done. But it was going on, and I'm like, okay, who moved in? And I was like, yes, let's just go ham. Yeah, someone did. Someone decided that. Tomorrow I gotta run out and get my testosterone. So that's fun. I decided to start keeping a dream log. I used to do that handwritten, but there's no way of doing that without it just having so many allergies on my bed. So I decided to use an app. Here's the thing, trying to open up and type on your phone when you're half asleep sucks, and also if you look at your phone and write for too long, you wake up. So that's why I liked writing. I feel like I could technically write in the dark without having to do anything, no turning on light or anything. I can just go and then like go back to sleep and be like, what the hell did I try to write? Flaws, spelling, you have to concentrate a lot more, handwritten spelling. But anyways, I found it. I can't believe it. I found it and I went, and I think I threw it away. I can't believe I decided to do that. I will be so upset if I actually did that, so I might have to go to my bookshelf to look through it. But I think I actually threw those away, and I'm just like, why do I always do that? So I think now that it's not a physical thing that I just have, I think that could be really cool. Do have, I don't know why, it's fun to have. The problem is I'm so conscious of wanting to, I'm very conscious of dreams. Not like I'm conscious like in it. Okay, I don't really know where I was, but that's not the point. I think I was talking about my dream journal I've decided to do, question mark? No, was I past that? Slugs? Did I mention the slugs? Anyway, I'm gonna talk about dreams. So what happened is I would wake up and I'm so conscious, conscience, like it's always on my mind. You know, like it's always on my mind. I want like a piece of hair so it doesn't look at my forehead. Like, anyways, what happened is I'm constantly thinking about like writing it down now, like instantly, like before I even did it. Where I did this before, by the way. I always thought of trying to keep my dream a memory until I wake up. That's why I remember certain dreams really well, because I will not let go of that dream and I'll just hold it until I wake up and I like don't remember it. So I think about it until I'm like, okay, I remember it, and then I go back to bed. But like the whole time I'm sleeping, my brain's like, new dream. I'm like, no, I gotta hold on. I got to remember this. And so I constantly like just keep thinking about it instead of dreaming. And so I already do that. So when I'm sleeping last night, for an example, I was like holding on to certain aspects, like, should I remember this to write this down? And then my brain's like, no, it's not a good dream, just let it go. It's like, it's not worth it. But of course, then I remembered it because I was already holding on to it for a little bit too deep to not hold on to it. But, so I hope with the writing it down instantly, when I fall back asleep, it's weird because I will wake up being like, I need to remember this, wake up, be like, okay, I remember it. And then it's like, okay, good night. Like, okay. So then I would fall back asleep. So I wake up to remember my dreams. So instead of remembering it, now I'm just writing them down. So I hope, I don't know what I hope from it. I just really think it's fun. I think one thing that's really, really funny to me that I know happens is either I think it's very important when I'm sleeping to try to remember a certain thing, or it's really poetic. My brain's like, dude, this thing slaps, this idea slaps, I gotta remember it, right? And then I'm like, okay, and they're like, pretty slaps, right? Like, it slaps. I'm like, because like I was in my dream last night. There's like, you know, like right after it rains, obviously it's wet and like it's still dripping off of the leaves and like running through the gutters and stuff. What would happen is my brain's like, hey, you know, this line's really important. I'm like, okay, what line is it? And my brain's like, you ready? I'm like, okay, what is so important that you wrote it down in your dream to remember to write it down out of your dream? And it's like, it does rain. If it like the rain just stopped. I'm like, okay, the rain just stopped. What's more to it? You can like still hear the noises after the rain stopped, like the water through the gutter and through the leaves and trickling down, and in the distance you can kind of still hear the rain. It's like, okay. It's like, yeah. And I'm like, that's it? I was like, yeah. And I'm just like, dude, like the wording was like what my brain wanted to remember. The feeling I understand. Like that atmosphere, I get it. But the fact that my brain wanted me to remember those words, like the wording of it, where to like, it does rain, that you can still hear it, was so funny to me. I'm just like, okay, yeah, I'll remember it. Chill, but anyways, one sec. Okay. So, we need to buy some gifts for my sibling. So I might, but those, biker shorts that I got her, very expensive, but they came really fast, like really fast. So I'm like, that was pretty good. So it came very fast. But we need to buy some more stuff. We also need to buy and try to make a cake, but man, we got plenty of time. 8 days. God, why my brain just like... Anyways, we have like 8 days as total. It's totally fine. I'm gonna buy that after this. I'm gonna buy the gifts. Anywho, so what happened is, I gotta do that. I'm gonna buy some party stuff too. Gonna look up some themes, I guess. Anyways, so what happened is, I don't know, just panicking. Ooh. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I realized something. I have a nice, beautiful timeline in my head when I look back on these videos where I'm like, oh yeah, this happened, blah blah blah, and like time passage makes better sense. And part of me is like, do people always have this much time making sense to them? Like, do people have a good sense of time and like timeline? Do people do that? Because like time has always been just sand in my hand kind of situation. Just like, oh, was this 5 years ago? Was this yesterday? Because like I posted my video yesterday and I'm like, my drinking the lemonade water was the day before, and I was like, no, it was. I just like don't have a good track record. I guess, like, or not a track record. I don't have a good brain to track things because like I cannot keep track of time perception. Like, my perception of time is apparently non-existent because like I'm like, yeah, how long have I been on testosterone? Like, what, 2 months? And I'm like, 4. I'm like, 4? Ooh. I'm like, how many months do I have left of this? And it feels so long. Am I like, of course it's like logically I'm like, well, I passed it a while ago, halfway through, that's 6 months. But I'm like, oh, really? And I'm like, and it was like June, July, August, September, October, and I'm like, 4? And like this one isn't, so I'm like 3 in a couple of weeks, a couple of days, less than, or almost a week, 3 months in a week-ish, and I'm not, 2 weeks, yeah, a week, I know math, and I'm just like, oh god, oh. And if you ask me to, especially this last year, to have tied down the passage of time, I couldn't. I couldn't. So it's really weird, and so that's why, like, I'm very, very glad that I did it this year, because if I didn't do it this year, I do not know how my brain would be handling everything that's happening at all. And so I'm just like, oh. And I'm really glad I also made, like, I always ask my doctors to write down or email me when I have appointments, because okay, my cat needed in again. what was I saying? Passage of time. It's just hard. Hard to keep track, and it's just like, is it me or is it other people? Is it what? What is it? What I didn't compensate for is me not remembering what day is things. So being, what is on in my, why do I have dirt? Where did I get dirt from? Anyways, I didn't expect my sibling's birthday to really crawl up on me like that. I have got better at figuring out what has happened, that I'm not really paying attention to what is going to happen, because like we have a thing coming up, and I'm like, oh god, there's gonna be 4 days that I need to do this, so I'm like, maybe for 4 days I should do an extra video per day. And then I realized that sucks. That sucks. So I'm like, I should though. So I guess I need to figure that out. And just have them like 2 days, and then the next day, you know, I do them in order. But then I have 4 that I pop out. And if I miss a day, like my plan is to put up as many of these videos that I missed. So 1 for the last day, and then I want to put up at least 1 other one. And then depending on how many days I miss, I wish I missed 0, by the way, yet. But 1 video have been taken down, and I'm wondering if that counts. So I might have 3 videos up. We'll see. Because again, I did it though. So, so I don't know. There's nothing left to say. Besides goodbye? Yeah, I think that's it. I wanna wait. I can't lie to you guys. I'm a little early. Okay.